My precious child, take a moment and breathe. The world is loud, busy, and often overwhelming. But in the stillness, I am here. Right now, right where you are, I want to speak to your heart. You've heard about generosity. You've seen fundraisers, donations, and charitable causes. But do you know where the spirit of giving truly began? It started long before modern campaigns and charity events. Long before online platforms and nonprofit organizations. It began with love, pure, selfless, life-giving love. It began with me. I didn't come to be served. I came to serve, not to take but to give, to offer hope to the hopeless, healing to the broken, light to those lost in the dark. And today, in a world that often measures success by what you get, I'm calling you to remember the power of what you give. Not just money, but love, time, compassion, presence. Because these things, they still change the world. Let me remind you of a story. A woman, poor and unseen by society, walked into the temple with only 2 copper coins. She quietly placed them in the offering box and walked away. To others, it was a small act, almost forgettable. But I saw her, and I said, she has given more than all the others. Because while others gave from their abundance, she gave from her need. She gave with faith. She gave with love. Her story is still told today, not because of how much she gave in value, but because of how much she gave of herself. This is the heart of true giving, not in numbers, not in recognition, but in sacrifice, in trust, and in love. Child, don't wait until you have more. Don't wait until life is perfect. Sometimes the smallest gift, a smile, a shared meal, a kind word, can carry the greatest power, can remind someone they matter, can bring hope into a dark place, can turn a heart toward me. That's the kind of giving that still moves heaven. Let's walk through another story you know well. A man was beaten, robbed, and left on the side of the road. Religious leaders passed him by, too busy or too afraid. But a Samaritan, someone considered an outsider, stopped. He didn't ask questions. He didn't judge. He didn't say, "This isn't my problem." He saw, he felt, he acted. He lifted the man, cared for his wounds, and provided shelter, without expecting anything in return. That is love. That is compassion. That is giving that transforms lives. Today, the world still needs good Samaritans. Not just in far-off lands, but right where you are. In your neighborhood, in your workplace, in your own home. You don't have to be rich or powerful to make a difference. You just need a heart that is willing to stop, see, and care. Who is lying on the side of the road in your life today? Who is waiting for someone, anyone, to notice them? Will you be the one who walks by? Or will you be the one who stops and loves without limits? America, your roots are deep with courage, vision, and faith. And now I call you again, not to more consumption, but to deeper compassion. Everywhere you look, there is need. Physical need, emotional need, spiritual hunger. In the noise of the internet, the pressure of performance, and the distractions of daily life, my whisper still calls out, give. When you give, you light a fire that cannot be put out. When you serve, you show the world what love really looks like. When you care, even when no one is watching, I see it, and I honor it. This generation has more tools, more reach, and more opportunity than ever before. But what matters most hasn't changed. Kind heart, an open hand, a life surrendered to love. Give to the single mom. Give to the veteran struggling with loneliness. Give to the child who never hears, "I'm proud of you." Your impact doesn't need to be global to be eternal. One moment of kindness can echo forever. I am not asking for perfect people. I am asking for willing hearts. Child, I know. There are days when you feel like you have nothing left to give. You're tired, stressed, fighting battles no one sees. But even then, especially then, there is power in your giving. Because giving is not only for the strong, it is for the surrendered. When you pray for someone else while your own heart is breaking, when you show up for someone while you're barely holding it together, when you give hope while you're searching for it yourself, that is holy ground. That is where I meet you. Your pain does not disqualify you. Your struggle doesn't silence your purpose. In fact, when you give in weakness, your offering becomes even more sacred. It becomes a reflection of my own sacrifice when I gave all of myself on the cross. So don't hold back. Don't wait until life is perfect. Let your brokenness become a vessel of blessing. You are never too empty to pour love into someone else. And when you do, I will fill you in ways the world cannot. So I ask you today, where can you give? Look around. Who needs to be seen, loved, encouraged, or simply reminded they matter? You don't need a stage. You don't need a spotlight. You only need a heart that whispers, "Yes, Lord, use me." Start small. Start now. Make a meal. Visit someone lonely. Speak life into a discouraged heart. Support a cause that aligns with your heart. You might not change the whole world in a day, but you can change someone's world in a moment. Every act of giving is a seed. Some bloom quickly, others grow slowly, but all of them matter. And when you give in my name, you plant eternity into everyday life. Let me use your hands to feed, your feet to walk toward pain, and your voice to speak hope. You are part of something bigger than yourself. You are part of my kingdom of love. When you give with joy, you receive peace that can't be explained. When you give with faith, you unlock miracles you didn't see coming. And when you give with love, you receive me. I am in every kind gesture, every secret act of compassion, every moment when you choose love over convenience. You will never regret giving, but you may regret holding back love that could have changed a life. So keep giving, keep loving, keep hoping, because the spirit of giving that began over 2,000 years ago still beats today, and it beats inside of you. Together, with your open heart and my guiding hand, we can still change the world, not through fame, not through fortune, but through faithful love. And that, my child, is the most powerful gift of all. Jesus,